Olivia and Susie behind the scenes.
She's hiding.
She's hiding.
Good morning.
I might get some voices.
Susie is here to help us today, which makes things really cool because if you want to ask questions or comment, she'll be able to see that and tell us like, hey.
Maybe a little more feedback going on.
Yeah, we can have more of a conversation, and of course Susie always has interesting things to say anyways. So we had the bonus live last week with Brooke, and you guys got to, if you were watching, got to see the big septic system project.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of dirt and a lot of digging going on there. And so after we talked about that, we thought, whoa, wait a minute. We should talk about other inspections too, because
this is how important it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so important the ambulance is coming.
Hopefully not to our office that we are aware of.
I don't know. So anyways, how important any inspections are and how if you don't get those inspections, once you close the property, it is as is. You don't get to call the seller 3 weeks later and be like, Katie, your new roof is leaking.
Yeah, and we actually, that's where we were tying this into a real life, something that had just happened. It was our listing. Newer roof was on the property. It had been installed, looked great. Everything was good to go. Reputable person installed it.
Wouldn't have
everything.
probably thought to inspect it.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
So we actually, it was our listing, but another buyer's agent called us, and this was like 6 months ago, and was like, oh my gosh, their roof is leaking. What are we gonna do? Your seller needs to fix this. They're really upset, and it's kind of like, did they inspect it? You know, and they hadn't, and it was something small that had they inspected it, they would have found it could have been fixed by the seller, not been the buyer's issue, but they just blew it off as, oh, it's new, we don't need to worry about it, and then it kind of progressed into a bigger problem. And you know, it wasn't anything the seller had intentionally done. They had a professional repair the roof, even
They
a
just
professional.
something, I think,
It was
when they
something
did the new
minimal.
roof.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know, had they spent the money or crawled in the attic or just kind of taken that extra step, they could have saved themselves a lot of money because it was really no one's fault. It was just what happened, and welcome to homeownership for that
Right.
buyer.
Well, and you know, we do have to remember that when you own a home, there's always going to be things that go wrong, and you've got to expect
Absolutely.
that. But having those inspections up front can at least potentially prevent some of those things from going on. They can move that responsibility to the seller, just like we talked about last
Yes,
week.
I was gonna say on that
You know,
septic,
if those people had not inspected that septic, they would have moved into the house and then needed a new septic, and that would have sucked really bad. Happy new home.
Yeah.
Let's get a new septic, when really what we want is new furniture and new carpet and new paint, right?
Right, and so that kind of leads into why it's important with the inspections, and your agents will be explaining this to you. But when we write offers, we usually have 2 to 3-ish weeks that you can inspect anything you want to, the roof, the septic, but you know, even electrical, plumbing. But it's really important to know that those things are for defects is what you're inspecting for. So when you're writing that offer, you're not going to be able to inspect that the paint is ugly or you think the carpet needs replaced because it's gross. If those are concerns for you, you definitely need to be taking care
Address
of
those up front. They
Yeah.
should either be directed in your price,
Yep.
or you should ask for a carpet allowance,
Allowance,
or I always joke that, you know, it's not, you don't inspect to decide that you don't like the border in the bedroom.
Yeah.
You want it
But it's
torn
kind of
down.
mind blowing to us how many of those we still get. You know, we
Mhm.
really want to make sure people are educated and our buyers especially know it's defects,
Right.
electrical,
Well,
plumbing,
and things that you
termites.
wouldn't see just looking at the
Yes,
house.
exactly.
Because when we all go through the house, we're looking at the carpet and that paint and the floor plan, and is the room big enough for my bedroom furniture or my pool table or whatever things that you need to accommodate in your new home. But we are definitely not electricians. We're not. Furnace is one that is always a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be warm in the house today, but that furnace could have a cracked heat exchanger and be going out, and we would never know.
Or
You would
same
never
thing,
know.
AC in the summer or in the winter, sometimes you don't think about the AC, or even we've talked about the septic, but even sewer lines, that's a big one around here,
Yeah.
especially in like our original part of town. They have that Orangeburg pipe.
We were just talking about that with the gal in my office this morning about the
see?
Orangeburg and having to replace that, and it's expensive.
Very.
And she had purchased a home a few years back and had it inspected, and sure enough, it was the Orangeburg and it needed to be replaced. And they caught it so that the seller ended up needing to take care of that, and the seller didn't know because
That's
things were
just it
still
so
working
many times.
fine
They don't even know.
till it backs up and you have a nasty gross mess, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh yay, we have problems.
Yeah, like you said, such a bummer if it's a new property to, it's your new to you house and that's what you're dealing with. That's kind of sad. You don't want to be spending money on
No,
cleaning
those
it
are
back
not
up.
fun things to spend money on at all. And insurance will cover, sometimes like the backup, sometimes insurance will cover some of that. But if you don't inspect your roof, your insurance is probably not going to cover the roof at least. It might cover some of the damage from the leaky roof.
Yeah.
But insurance isn't a save-all thing.
Well, you still have deductibles. For a lot of people, $1,000, $5,000, that's a lot of money that you're still putting out for something that's not fun
For
to
sure.
pay
And if it's
for.
wear and tear, they say, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Good luck. So T-locks are something that are really important right now too with inspections. We're seeing that a lot of the insurance companies won't take the T-lock shingles. And I think that kind of relates back. Everybody gets scared about the T-locks, but the reality is it still goes back to the inspection piece and making sure that the roof is in good shape.
Yeah.
And that things are going to work out regardless of the age and the style of the roofing. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. So hopefully that just gives you guys a little more insight, into kind of what we do and how we try to protect you and make you knowledgeable in your home buying experience.
Yes. Try to take as many bumps out of the road as we can for you.
Definitely.
So let us know if you have questions or information that you need. We have inspector numbers and names, contractor number and names. We can help with anything like that. So
Thanks, guys. We'll
thank
see
you.
you next time.
Bye-bye.